this is Tommy G.
And it's PJ.
And we're still in Chicago for another game. Be here for a week. We played that first game against these Crocodons, and we kept it going. People, it's got me worried. You know, we beat these guys every time we played them so far, and that record's not going to stand forever. At least we'll come out of here with a split, but let's go for two, right?
Yeah, definitely. You never want to take your foot off the gas. We came in and we did exactly what we wanted. We took the first one because we wanted to make sure we got out of here with at least a split, and then hopefully we can win the season series at home later this season. But yeah, if we get out of here and we can take both of them here in Chicago, that's the season series. So, putting as many divisional teams behind us as possible, does a lot. It helps us get to first place in our division. So that's what we want to do. And we've got two coming up against the Moose. So, we got back-to-back almost with our divisional opponents.
Well, let's talk about that last game. It shouldn't take us long. There's not a whole lot of highlights. It was a low-scoring game. It was the top of the third when Swindle Heath was up versus Jovita Pulo. And he hits a left field home run. Back in form again. Again, the man was leading the league led the league in home runs last season, so had a bit of a slow start, but it looks like he's firing on all cylinders again.
Yeah, he did, and again, Jovita Pulo not at her best in that last game against Chicago. She was strained, but they needed to get her out there, and Swindle Heath saw an opportunity, took advantage of it, put himself on the board, and let's hope that's going to start good things for Mr. Heath going forward.
Yeah, that's right about Pulo. They took her out. It was when we scored again. It was the top of the fifth, and Corbin Huerta this time versus Woodiano. And Huerta hits a center field sac fly. The center field is going to make the catch, but the runners are going to come in, make it 2-0. And then it was like deja vu. One inning later, Buck Daniel this time hits a center field fly again. Same situation. Center fielder is going to make the grab, but the runner comes in, make it a 3-0, and that's where the game's going to rest until the bottom of the ninth, when it was Kylan Gilmore versus Jay DeTesta. And Gilmore's get this liner to Evan Montez. He makes the grab, and we take the first one in Chicago. Like I said, it's the fifth time we played him, the fifth time we beat him.
Yeah, and it was kind of a good game. You kind of felt coming into it with everything that was going on. It was there were so many locked-in players on both sides of the field. You got your best pitchers going. Lad Bradwick, our number one, going against Jovita Pulo. Their number one, obviously, like we talked about, she wasn't in top form, but still a perennial top 10 player in the league is Jovita Pulo. So you thought for sure this was going to be a Donnybrook. You felt they were either going to break out and it was going to be a high-scoring game with all the players that were locked in, or it was going to be a pitcher's duel, and it wound up being a pitcher's duel, and the Ramblers were able to play small ball with the exception of the elite, that initial home run by Swindle Heath. It was like you were saying, it was the guys tagging up from third, so we were moving guys around the base paths and then getting them across the plate with some sacrifice flies. So it's nice to know they can win that way too.
Yeah. All right, well, there's 10 other games to give the scores about before we play our next one with these guys. Pete, why don't you start us off with those Atlanta Wildcats down in San Juan against the Swordfish?
Yes, so Wildcats take on the Swordfish. Swordfish out to an early lead. They're going to hold on and win 5-3.
The Buzzards with the Wax Bills up in Canada, and it was Canada 5-1.
Wide Loach travel to take on the B-Wolves. B-Wolves out to an early lead. They're going to win at 7-5 in 10 innings.
The Wildcats in San Jose versus the Sawteeth all 9-0.
Blowfish taking on the Wild Pigs. It's back and forth. It's going to wind up being the Blowfish 7-6.
Herbisaurs of the Platypi, and it's Platypi 5-3.
Swordfish taking on the Nemesis, and it's a back and forth battle. And again, Swordfish take a win 4-2.
Heaters, the Lockhorns in Colorado. Heaters 1-5-2.
Moonstars taking travel to the Freebooters. Freebooters are going to win at 4-1.
Those Moose we're going to face were at the Wildlows in New York, and the Moose beat them 3-2.
I kind of wish that there was a button so
they
that
slow it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you could comment a little bit on what's happening, but yeah, you try to say anything and you're throwing everything off. So
or adjust it if it went half speed, and you could say something like, "Oh, look at that! Somebody got a 3-run ding or whatever." But anyway, right? Okay. What did the standings be?
Well, over there in the Liberty Conference, Tom, in the Eastern Division, the Jacks still undefeated after 5 games with a record of 5-0 and a plus 15 run differential. But they only have a half-game lead over the Swordfish, who've just helped us out by beating the Wildcats 2 games in a row. Swordfish with a record of 5 wins, 1 loss. Again, a half game out of first place.
Yeah, boy, that's rough to be 5-1 and be in second place. What a division. Yeah. Our Central Division, it's our Texas Ramblers on top with a winning record, 3-2 and a +4 run differential. We got a 1-game lead ahead of the Chicago Crocodons we're facing here today, who are 2-3.
Down in the Western Division, the Sawteeth with record of 4-2 and a +17 run differential, which I believe is the best in the league right now, Tom. They have a 1-game lead over the Herbivores, who are playing .500 ball and sit in second place with a record of 3 wins, 3 losses.
Over in the Continental Conference Atlantic Division, it's our old Fort Lauderdale Freebooters who are out in front with a 4-2 record and a +6 run differential. They got a half-game lead against 2 teams who have better run differentials. The Tampa Bay Grapplers and the Montreal Wax Bills are both 3-2 with a +16 and a +14 run differential, respectively.
In the Plains Division, the Heaters with a record of 5 wins, 1 loss. They have a 1.5-game lead over both the Hot Corners and the Sirloins, who are tied up for second with records of 3 wins and 2 losses.
Again, still the only division with no losing teams. The Pacific Division, it's the Arizona Beewolves on top with a commanding 4-1 record and a +7 run differential. The only team in that division with a plus run differential. Behind them is the San Diego Moonstars. We're playing .500 ball at 3-3. That's going to bring us to
Blowfish with a negative 21 run differential.
Oh my gosh! And those Nemesis are 0-6. That's tough. Okay, regular season game 6-38. Our last road game before we finally go home. It's these 3-2 Texas Ramblers against the 2-3 Crocodons. Crocodons are hoping for a win here today to even out the record and tie back up for first place. We're going to be having our 4th string starter on the, this is game 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, he's
5.
our second string.
Second string starter on the month. I'm sorry. Mitch Berry didn't play all that well in his last game. He's juiced, so he's in great physical condition. He's excited to go today. His stats are all up. He looks good today. Rally stopper. He's got an 0-0 record on the season with a 7.2 ERA. He'd like to pull that down and a 1.80 whip. So we're hoping for good things in Chicago here with Mitch Berry.
Yeah, he's another one. We brought him in. He's a B-ranked pitcher, and just hasn't looked like a B-ranked pitcher. So I'm hoping that he has a game much like Lad Bradwick.
Yeah,
Bradwick.
Lad.
Lad Bradwick had. Backing him up is going to be Corbin Yurta, who's out in center field. He's locked in. I'm all over the place now. All right. He's got good power, better than average ability to connect, better than average speed on a base pass. He's hitting .500 with 1 home run. Evan Montez, the second baseman's locked in. He's got good power, less than average ability to connect, but better than average speed on a base pass. He's also hitting .500 with 4 home runs. Swindle Heath, the left fielder, has good power, really good ability to connect at home plate, and about average speed on a base pass. He's hitting .353 with 2 home runs.
Yeah, wow. 500, 353. And everyone's got home runs. That's crazy. Okay, well, the Crocs are going to put their starter, Maurice Brick, on the mound. Their second string, presumably. The left-hander, southpaw. It's the battle of the southpaws. He's known mostly for his junk. He's also has very good velocity and about average accuracy. He's a workhorse and volatile, and those are both positive, in case you were wondering. He's got an 0-0 record of the season, a horrible 18.90 ERA with a 2.4 whip, so he must have had a bad game in there. He'd like to turn things around as well for the Crocs.
Yeah, he had a brief appearance, gave up 4 hits and 4 walks and 7 runs.
Wow.
in 2.5 innings or something. So he got rocked his first time out. Backing him up, Razzie Dazzler, the center fielder. She's locked in. She's got better than average power, better than average ability to connect, and better than average speed. She's hitting .364 with 1 home run. Norton Pickles, the shortstop, is also locked in. He's got less than average power. He's got good ability to connect, better than average speed on the base pass, hitting .409 with a home run. And Kylan Gilmore, the right fielder, who's also locked in with good power, less than average ability to connect, and about average speed on the base paths. He's hitting 250 with 1 home run.
Yeah, and again, this time all but one of the notable players are locked in, except for Swindle Heath, who's still doing pretty great. And another thing is just telling us, we got to be careful. These guys can hit the long ball, and if we throw the wrong pitches, they could put points on the board really quick. We're going to get the lineup for the assistant coach looking a little something like this. Swindle Heath scheduled to start things. Oh, no, that's right. We're going to try. Right, we're going to sub Swindle Heath in left field for Linda Hand. Or wait, no, who's left field? Buck Daniel.
Buck Daniel, yeah.
All right, so Buck Daniel will start. Swindle's going to take a seat. Buck Daniel will play left field and bat first. Batting second in center field. I think we're keeping Corbin Huerta, who's locked in.
Yeah.
Batting third, Evan Montez at second, also locked in because he's still locked in. We don't want to sit somebody who's locked in. That's just that wouldn't make sense. Kid Paul in right field. I think we were going to sub him out for Linda Hand, who also plays right field today. Okay, so Linda Hand's going to come play right field today. She'll bat cleanup. She's come in, played pinch a couple of. Spray Bellamy at third base is tense. Can we swap him for somebody? Who? Enoch Q could play third.
Yeah, bring him in.
Okay. All right, Enoch
he hasn't seen much action.
Yeah, so Enoch Q is going to play third base. He was our DH, but Kenny Bernal is going to be our DH today. Although Matt LeBlanc is supposed to catch, and he's tense. Maybe
Put Bernal in the catcher, and then maybe you could have Swindle Heath DH.
Okay, so Ken Bernal's Ken Bernal's gonna catch and bat sixth, batting seventh at short. Noah McLean, who has to kind of play there because we don't have a short backup. Hector Clements at first base. Yeah, that's right, because John Contreras usually plays. So Hector Clements will be at first, batting eighth, and then 10th we have the DH LeBlanc. Who did you think we should?
Well, we could either go with Kid Paul or Swindle Heath. I said Swindle Heath because he just hit that home run in the last game.
Oh, that's
Kid
right.
Paul was 0 for 4 in the last game. I thought Swindle Heath hit pretty well in the last. I thought he was. Well, obviously he hit that one home run, but was he 2 for 4 or something? I can't remember what he was.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. That way he gets to hit still, and he didn't have to play the field. Very nice. All right. And then Mitch Berry is going to be on the mound again. Mitch Berry juiced. He's going to be throwing his 4-finger, 2-finger, mix it up with the curveball and a changeup. Pete, if you're ready, you got to get that rid of that lineup. Comes kind of quick now because my machine's faster. Here goes.
It does, yeah. All right, so leading off the Crocodons is Kylan Gilmore, the right fielder, batting second. Lane Drive, the first baseman. Razzie Dazzler, the center fielder, will be batting third. Rip Dingers, the third baseman, will be batting fourth. Norton Pickle, the shortstop, batting fifth. Samplemore out in left field, batting sixth. Phenomeno, the second baseman, out batting seventh. Guerrero, the designated hitter, hitting eighth. And Hudson will be the catcher. Brick will be on the mound. So as we get ready to go here.
You got it. You did it. It wasn't easy.
No. Ramblers coming in here, never having lost to the Crocodons ever. So as we get ready to get this one going, Buck Daniel, Corbin Huerta, and Evan Montez will get a first look at Maurice Brick, who's taken the bump with an 18.9 ERA. Buck Daniel, the left fielder, is neutral and fit. He's got bad jumps, and he's an off-speed hitter. He's hitting 250 with 1 RBI. First pitch to Daniel is in there for called strike one, and we are underway. There's a shot. That's a line drive into center field for a clean single. Razzie Dazzler picks it up and gets it in quickly. But Buck Daniel with a leadoff single, and in steps Corbin Huerta.
Yeah, he was going to let some more pitches go by, but he's going to throw him right down the middle. He's going to tag him. Corbin Huerta, 500 on the season with 1 home run, 4 RBIs. A little faster than average runner at first base. There's him right into the glove of Brick. Oh, wow, they get the double play. Holy cow. They picked him off at first, Pete.
Yeah, they got him.
What a play by Brick.
Yeah, good play. Evan Montez steps into the box. 2 outs, nobody on now. That was a line drive back to the pitcher who makes the catch, and a quick. There's a shot into center field, deep center field. It's back to the wall. Evan Montez is pulling into second base with a double. So
that close. That turns it around.
Yeah.
Number 63, Linda.
Way to go, Montez. Yeah.
Linda Hand.
Linda had magic hands. Linda's She hasn't hit yet. I mean, she's been to bat, but she hasn't got on a single yet. She's done it for DH a few times. That one misses high. 1-0 the count. Outfield single, bring him in. Oh, it's on the ground, passed, and that's going to make it. He's going to make it around, Pete. And she's going to hold up at first base, but that's going to bring in, what's his face? And the crowd's already disappointed.
Evan Montez scores from second on the single. Enoch Hugh, the third baseman, steps in. He's got good connection versus right-handed pitching. He's known as a little hack. He's hitting .222 with no home runs. Linda Hand with speed over there, so Brick throws the ball to first to keep her close.
No.
There's a roller to the second baseman, Phenomenal. He'll pick it up, make the throw to first for the third out. But the Ramblers put one on the board, so we're going to head into the bottom of the first. Kylan Gilmore, lane drive, and Razzie Dazzler going to get a first look at Mitch Berry, who's got a 7.2 ERA.
Kylan Gilmore. RBI rounder, or RBI 0, I'm sorry, base rounder, 250 on the season, 1 home run, 5 RBIs. Let's see what Mitch Berry could do here today, this afternoon in Chicago, Illinois. He winds up, throws. First pitch is in there for a strike. We're underway here in the bottom of the first. Right? The Ramblers already have a 1-0 lead. But, man, the fans in this stadium could taste that victory. They want it bad. That's on the ground. Enoch Hughes is going to pick it up, 1 pump throw over to first base. 2 pitches, 1 out, and the batter's upset. And the frustration's already showing. And Drive now, the mind gamer, 190 on the season. No home runs, 1 RBI. Great contact hitter. Fair power as well, so you got to be careful you throw it. Number 49 gets his signal from Kenny Bernal, winds up, throws it. That one comes up high, misses ball 1. 1-0 the count. To Lad Drive. Mitch Berry going to throw his 4th pitch right now. Things underway. That breaker misses just a little bit low. She doesn't chase. Ball 2, 2-0. Swing and a miss on the outside corner. He gets one on her there. Finally 2-1 the count to the first baseman for the Chicago Crocs. Here comes his 6th pitch. Low side, fouls it back off the net. Thank you, net. Locks us up at 2 apiece with 1 out in the bottom of the first. Number 49 throws it. Fouls that one back up here for a lucky fan. You lucky fan, you. A lot of kids in the park today enjoying a good game. That one inside corner foul ball, hard foul ball, first base line. Still 2 apiece. Gonna throw his 9th pitch now. She's getting the pitch count up. That one misses high and in. We're at 3-2. Gonna throw his 10th pitch, but he's still juiced. He's got plenty of stamina, this guy. Breaker on the ground. Enoch Hugh jumps, but he's not gonna be able to make it. Buck Daniels gonna pick that up, throw it in. The Crocs get their first single, I think, of the day, right? Yeah, and then now it's Razzie Dazzler turn to be ranked center fielder. Tough out, 364 on the season, 1 home run, 5 RBIs. Fans are cheering because they know that she could put it over the wall if she had to. Leanne Drive doesn't have much speed at first base, so not much. She's not going to go against Ken Bernal. Tags that one, third base line. Ken Bernal can chuck that ball. So Mitch Berry doesn't need to worry about her. Ooh, swings early on that changeup. Nice pitch. He's got her on 0-2 on his 13th pitch. Let's see what he could do. Swing and a miss, strike 3. I love the trimmed beard and mustache on Mitch Berry, Pete.
Yes, sir. Let's hope he can get heated up here.
Yes. Rip Dingers. The transplant from Detroit, now in Chicago. Likes his pitches low. Good power against left-handers. That's real big power you're looking at with 316 and a home run. First pitch outside corner strike. Outfield's going to fade deep. Skipper's like, what are you guys doing there? Back against that wall. You watching the same game I am? Fouls that hard back against the wall. 0-2 in a hole. 3 RBIs has Rip Dingers as well. But he's facing a tough Texas pitcher right now. Texas pitcher from Utah. Fouls that one off first base line into the Crocs dugout. We're still at 0-2. We don't need the double players on the ground. That's foul. Enoch Hughes going to walk over, pick it up. Bring the batter all the way back. At first, I'm like, I don't know, do I need to hurry? And then I'm like, that ball's clearly foul, coach. High up near the hands, misses ball 1. 18th pitch. Now we're getting close to 20 pitches in the first inning. There's a hard liner out into right field. That's going to go back to the wall. He's going to have to throw to the cutoff, and they're going to relay it home, but it's not going to be in time. The Crocs are going to get their first run and tie this ball game up in the bottom of the first. And now it's a game, Pete. They're vying for first place. They're not pushovers. Norton Pickle, 409 on the season with a home run and 5 RBIs. He's locked in as well. A distractor. It's going to be harder for Berry to get it in there. But that one's in there for a strike. Outfield single brings home another run. So Berry wants to put him away. Late swing, strike 2, 0-2. But this is the conversions what we're having problems with. We got to get it past him. There's a foul ball first base line. He's up to 22 pitches, 23. Check swing ball 1. He's going to throw 25 pitches in this inning. 24 coming right now. Breaker on the ground to no. McLean's going to pick it up. One pump throw over to first base and finally clear it out, Pete.
Yeah, that's too many pitches. Too many freaking pitches. We're going into the top of the second, all tied up at 1. Ken Bernal, Noah McLean, and Hector Clements going to get a first look at Maurice Brick, who threw 8 pitches and gave up 3 hits in his half of the first. Yeah, that's way too many pitches. God,
3 times.
Yeah, Kenny Bernal, the catcher, is neutral and fit. He's a durable player, hitting .412 with 1 RBI.
All right, Kenny Bernal is facing his first pitch against Brick. Misses outside, ball 1, good eye. That one's in there, late swing foul toward the Crocs dugout. Evens it up at 1 apiece. Now misses low, 2-1. Top of the second, ball 3, 3-1 hitter's pitch. Top of the second, even score, 1 apiece. Whoa! Oh, that hits him on the hip. That's a beanball, and Kenny Bernal's going to limp his way over to first base. That's, I guess, one way to get there.
Yes, sir. 1 on with no outs. No McLean, the shortstop, steps up. He's neutral and fit, favors the low pitch. He's hitting .348 with a home run. That's in there for a called strike and 2 RBIs. Maurice Brick is struggling. There's a shot that's going to get into the gap between left and center, and Kenny Bernal's going to pull into third.
Pete's going to clear his throat there. Pressure climbing up. Hector Clements playing first base today. He hasn't played much this season yet. He did a little DH. Great power. Clements got runners at the corners with no outs and the pressure way up. And one little first one's low, second one's high, 2-0. Maurice Brick struggling to get the zone. Misses 3. Goodness, let him throw. 18 pitches. 19's going to be in there. It's on the ground. Instead, they're going to pull the... No, they don't get the double play. They get 1 out. They don't get the other. So the Ramblers get 1. The lead runner makes it home. The second runner gets called out and first.
Swindle Heath, the designated hitter, steps up. He favors the outside pitch. He's a big hack. That one's low, ball 1. He's hitting .353 with 2 home runs. That one's low as well, ball 2 and 5 RBIs. The big hack is in effect. Ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes. Excuse me. That one got over for a called strike. That's over for a called strike. So now it's 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Full count to Swindle Heath. That was early swing. Fouled it straight back over the backstop. He'll get another pitch. That's in there for a called third strike. Down goes Swindle Heath. 2 outs now with a runner at first. In steps Buck Daniel.
Wow, great pitch. I thought that was inside. Buck Daniel 1 for 1 with something or other. Got that runner at first base. Now 2 outs. Late swing souvenir. Third baseline. Oh, it comes back to the field. They'll toss it back out to some kid. 1 there. Outside corner misses ball 1. They're getting this pitch count up, though. This is good, Pete. Hard one past the mound into center field, and that's going to be another signal for Buck Daniel. Wow, this teenage kid's doing great here, Pete, in Chicago.
Yeah, he is. He is. He's runners at first and second with 2 outs. Corbin here to the center fielders, locked in and fit. He's 0 for 1 today. Come on, Corbin. First pitch is outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to Huerta. That's high, and inside ball 2. I don't know what's wrong with my throat right now. 2 balls, no strikes. That one's ripped foul into the dugout along the first base line. 2-1. That's popped up straight back. Even count now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That's outside ball 3. Full count to Corbin Huerta. That's outside ball 4. Now the bases are loaded with 2 outs, and in steps Evan Montez.
And the pitch count's up to 35 pitches now, Pete. We really ran him up. Montez is 1 for 1 now. He's got runners at first and second, and he's a dangerous hitter. He gets more height than distance, and that's going to be a fly out in center field. Razzadiaz is going to pull it in. 3 down.
Dag nabbit, he got a little overexcited on that one. So we're going to head into the bottom of the second. Ramblers 2, Crocs 1. Nolan Sample, Norm Phenomenal, and Hoots Guerrero going to get a first opportunity against Mitch Berry, who threw 24 pitches, racked up a strikeout, and gave up 2 hits in his half of the first. Nolan Samplemore, the left fielder, is neutral and fit. He's a utility player and a base rounder. He's hitting 182 on the season. Mitch Berry throwing his 25th pitch. There's a roller, but that'll be foul along the first base line. Strike 1. Barry's going to need to cut back on some of these pitches. He really kind of went overboard in the first. That's inside ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody on, nobody out. Bottom of the second. Ramblers up 2-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. And very quickly, Samplemore is behind in the count 1-2. That's gets enough to push it foul along the third base line. He'll get another pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's in there for a called third strike, and down goes Nolan Samplemore. That's the second K of the day for Mitch Berry. Norm Phenomenal, the second baseman, steps in. He's tense but fit. He's an elite four-seam fastball and a two-way infielder.
For something or other.
That's in there for a called strike. He throws you every time because he plays second base, but he's a pitcher. So you see that elite four-seam, and it throws you off. You're like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
That's inside ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out to Norm Phenomenal, who's playing second base. There's a shot to Evan Montez. He'll pick it up off the hop. Make the throw to first for the second out. 2 up, 2 down, and in steps Hoots Guerrero. Guerrero is the designated hitter today. He's neutral and fit. He's hitting 200 with 2 RBIs. Nobody on with 2 outs in the bottom of the second. Berry at 32 pitches, making it his 33rd. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 for Hoots Guerrero. That one's up and inside, and Guerrero was anticipating that fastball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Guerrero has a couple of good cuts, but has been nowhere close to the ball.
There it is.
Strike 3. Down he goes. That's the third K of the day for Mitch Berry, and didn't need as many pitches. Going into the top of the third, it's the Ramblers 2 runs on 5 hits. The Crocodons 1 run on 2 hits. Linda Hand 1 for 1. Enoch Hugh 0 for 1. And Ken Bernal hit by a pitch. Maurice Brick is at 36 pitches with 1 strikeout. Linda Hand, the right fielder, neutral and fit. She's 1 for 1 with a single and an RBI.
I still can't get over Brick had 8 hits or 8 pitches, and now he's up to 36.
Yeah. Linda Hand with a roller into center field for a single. In steps Enoch Hugh. I'm sorry, I keep having to clear my throat.
Oh, it's okay. Enoch Hugh 0 for 1 on the day. Maurice Brook tense now. He's got a fast runner at first base. Oh, she didn't even get a lead. It's out in the right field. 2 quick singles, and the Ramblers have 2 on Pete with no outs.
Let's score some runs here. Come on, Kenny Bernal is pumped up. He got hit by a pitch his first time up. He's hitting 412 with a home run. But runners at first and second with nobody out. The first pitch just ripped foul along the third base line. Strike 1. That one's outside ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Bernal.
Get out of here.
Shot. That's going to get into left field. Samplemore makes the catch. And everybody has to stay where they are. So runners at first and second with 1 out. And in steps no McLean.
Bernal is jazzed up by getting hit by that pitch. McLean 1 for 1 with just 1 out. You get these runners home, Pete. Liner in the right field and caught by a sliding Kylan Gilmore. Wow, these Crocs are doing great to keep us off the board, son.
Yeah, 2 outs. That looked like that was going to land, but no, a sliding catch. 2 outs. Hector Clements steps in. He's 0 for 1 with an RBI. Runners at first and second with 2 outs now. That's outside ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. There's a roller to the third baseman, and they'll make the throw to first for the 3rd out. So again, they strand 2, which is not good. Going into the bottom of the 3rd, it's Ramblers 2, Crocodons 1. Brick Hudson's getting his first at bat. Kylan Gilmore 0 for 1, and Lane Drive 1 for 1. Barry at 36 pitches with 3 strikeouts, giving up 2 hits. His ERA is down to a 6.43. Brock Hudson, the catcher.
Yeah, the Ramblers are outplaying these Crocs, Pete, but it's still anybody's game. It's just a 1-point game, and Brock Hudson, the wild thrower, swings early at that changeup. 0 on the count to Hudson. It was 250 on the season. Breaker misses up just a little bit high. We're at 2-1. Mitch Berry zeroing in on 40 pitches. He's going to throw 39 right here. Gets a signal from Bernal. Winds up, tosses. Hard one on the ground. Evan Montez is going to pick that up on his way to first. One pump throw. Guns him down. And that's going to bring in Kylan Gilmore, the guy who robbed us in that last inning with that nice sliding dive in right field. I didn't see what he was on the day, but he's locked in, and he's a huge power hitter, and the outfield's going deep because they're going to have to grab it over the wall. 30th pitch. Curver right in there. He thought that was a bad pitch selection. Some Croc fans standing up behind the plate. They're saying, come on, Kylan. Tie this thing up, buddy. Fouls it back off the wall. Quickly, he's in the hole. Mitch Berry in control on the mound. Throws it. That's popped up, but it looks like an easy pop-up. No McLean's there, but it looks like the third baseman, Enoch Q, runs back and gets it in left field. He was the closest man to the ball. Although it was a team effort. Leon drive 1 for 1. Again, Mitch Berry locked in and juiced. Crazy. Great contact hitter, though, drive. She made it on earlier. Reaches out, fouls that back. I think she was the one who drove his pitch count up so high. 44th pitch in there for strike, 0-2, but this is the problem. It's converting on Leanne drive with 2 strikes. 45 coming right now. Oh, early swing. Fools are on the changeup, and we're done, Pete.
Yeah, we're going to head into the top of the 4th. Still Ramblers 2, Crocodons 1. Swindle Heath 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Buck Daniel 2 for 2. And Corbin Hirta 0 for 1 with a walk. Maurice Brick at 44 pitches with a strikeout, a walk, giving up 7 hits. His ERA is at a 12.79. Swindle Heath, the designated hitter, 0 for 1 today. Again, Ramblers get excited about those pitches, but we got to go back to laying off and making them throw some.
It's weird. This first one's there for a strike. It's weird to see Patience Evergreen just standing in the dugout, not doing anything. That's when misses ball 1. We're even 1 apiece now. Outside corner ball 2, 2-1. Top of the 4th, 2-1. Ramblers over the Crocs. Inside misses ball 3. You got a hitter's pitch to a dangerous batter. And it's in. Good patience. You know, a lot of times they like to swing at that hitter's pitch, but he let it go. Pete got the walk.
Yeah, he did. So 1 out with no outs. Buck Daniel, the left fielder, steps in. He's neutral and fit. 2 for 2 with 2 singles. This young man's having quite the day.
Yeah.
Maurice Brick is tense right now. Outside ball 1. He's throwing his 51st pitch. Yeah. That's a rocket. That's going to get into center field. A clean single. By
Boy, we got a discount for this guy.
Yeah. So once again, runners at first and second with no outs, and in steps Corbin Hirta. Let's convert, boys. Let's convert.
I was just going to say, this is where it all goes, turns the other way. Double play. No, hey, there's a hit into left field. That's going to be stopped by Samplemore, and all these fans are just groaning, Pete. Bases loaded with no outs. I don't know how much longer they're going to keep Brick in there because you're facing Evan Montez now. Possible grand slam.
Locked in and fit. He's 1 for 2 with a double. Yeah, Montez with 4 home runs this season. Sure is.
Oh, I should have took it.
First pitch to Montez is in there for called strike. Strike 1.
Oh.
That's in there for called. Second strike. He's going right at Montez. No balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Bases loaded. Montez gets enough of that to push it foul. He'll get another pitch. That one's high, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one's high, ball 2. 2-2 now to Evan Montez. There's a shot into foul territory along the left line there, but no play. 2-2. Now it's low, ball 3. Full count now to Evan Montez.
Oh no.
That one's popped up into right field. The right fielder is there.
Oh, we're
go for it. Yeah. No, he comes back. Got a strong arm.
Okay, we got the outs.
Right fielder, number 63.
Oh, I was so hoping. Linda Hand, 2 for 2, 2 singles and an RBI. She doesn't have a ton of power, but with the right pitch, she could put it over, Pete. First one's right in for strike. 0-1 the count. Base is still loaded with 1 out. Oh, it's a hard one. First baseline foul ball. Now she's 0-2. She's in the hole. Boy, if they can get out of this, that's the double play ball. Over to second for 1. No, she runs it out, Pete, and she gets a run. A nice RBI. Linda Hand is 3-1 Texas.
Yes, the runner's at the corner with 2 outs. Enoch Hugh steps in, the third baseman. He's 1 for 2 with a single. So Ramblers 3, Crocodons 1. Enoch Hugh first pitch is outside ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. That's high, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. That's in there for a called strike. 2-1 now. Linda Hand takes off, and it's going to get into the corner. And there's going to be running, and she's going to be going. And she should have been running.
That's okay. She would have got thrown out.
Yeah. Runners at second and third now with 2 outs. Another run crosses play. Ken Bernal, the catcher, steps in. He's 0 for 1, hit by a pitch.
Outfield single brings in 2 runs. That one's in the dirt. Boy, these Chicago fans are they're leaving already. Hardliner diving grab by Rip Dingers, as you would expect from the man.
Come on. So they put 2 on the board. We're going to head into the bottom of the 4th. Ramblers 4, Crocodons 1. Razzie Dazzler 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Rip Dingers 1 for 1 with a double. And Norton Pickle 0 for 1. Mitch Berry at 45 pitches with 4 strikeouts, giving up 2 hits. His ERA is down to a 5.62. Razzie Dazzler, the center fielders, are locked in Fitch. He's 0 for 1 today. All right. Come on, Mitch. Mitch is locked in and juiced right now. First pitch to Dazzler's in there for a called strike. Strike 1. Mitch Berry throwing his 47th pitch here in the bottom of the 4th. There's a roller foul. And now Razzie Dazzler's in the hold. No balls, 2 strikes. She is a tough out, though. Pops that one up, and who's got it?
Yes!
And it's caught by Clemens, which was weird because at first I thought the catcher was going for it, but it turned out. So I'm sure Clemens started off in the wrong direction. So Rip Dingers is coming up 1 out, but he was able to get there, which makes me happy. Okay. First pitch to Dingers is outside ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. I didn't see what he did so far today. That's low ball 2. I actually thought that was going to be a strike.
Yeah, so did I.
Rip Dingers. He ripped me off. He's line drive, 1 hopper to Noah McLean at short. He picks it up, makes the throw to first for the second out. 2 up, 2 down, and in steps Norton Pickle, the shortstop. Pickle is 0 for 1 today. Norton Pickle playing shortstop for the Crocodons. Bottom of the 4th, Ramblers 4. First pitch to Pickle is in there for a called strike. Ramblers 4, Crocodons 1. That catches the inside corner. Berry delivers. Ooh, high, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Mitch Berry throwing his 54th pitch. There's a roller. That's going to get up into center field. And Corbin Hirta will pick it up and make the throw in to second base. So Norton Pickle with a single, 2-out single, and in steps Nolan Samplemore, the left fielder. He's tense but fit. He's 0 for 1 today, only hitting 167 on the season. And Mitch Berry throws over to first, keeping the runner close. He's got some speed over at first base. First pitch, low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strike. Samplemore playing left field for the Crocs today. Swing and a miss. Strike 1, that evens the count. 1-1. Throw over to first, and the runner is back. 1 ball, 1 strike. We got the pitcher disengagement limit. There's a roller foul. And now Samplemore is behind in the count. 1-2. Berry delivers. Oh, just a little high, and Samplemore was able to hold off on it. Looked like he wanted to offer, but he was able to pull back. 2-2. There's a roller to Noah McLean. He'll pick it up, make the throw to Clements at first for the 3rd out. So we're going to head into the top of the 5th. It's still Ramblers 4, Crocodons 1. Noah McLean 1 for 2. Hector Clements 0 for 2. And Swindle Heath 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. Brickett 69 pitches with a strikeout, 2 walks, 10 hits. His ERA is up to a 13.5. Noah McLean, the shortstop, 1 for 2 with a single today. All right, Ramblers. McLean favors the low pitch. That one's too low. Ball 1. That one's inside ball 2. Brick having some trouble here with his accuracy. That's way outside ball 3. 3 straight balls to Noah McLean. That one's in there for called strike. 3-1. There's a shot. That's into right field. That's going to go. That's out of here. Noah McLean with the home run. And it was only a matter of time. A home run for Noah McLean. That one traveled 383 feet into the stands in right field. That's a 2nd home run, 3rd RBI of the season. And the Ramblers got up 5-1 now here in the 5th. And Hector Clements, the first baseman, steps in. He's 0 for 2 with an RBI today.
The question was, will we lose another game this whole season? Kidding. We're going to lose a ton of them. That was past the mound in the center field. And that's a clean signal on the first pitch to that guy. Hector, right?
Hector Clements, yeah. So 1 on with no out. Swindle Heath, the designated hitter, steps in. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. Yeah, I don't think we'll lose another one of the Crocodons, though. I think we got their number. Mitch, first pitch is in there for called strike. Maurice Brick is now rattled. That's high, ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out. That one's ripped foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There goes. Oh, no. And he gets picked off at first. Hector Clements gets picked off at first, swing and a miss, strike 3. So a double play.
Yeah.
We went from having a runner at first with no outs to having nobody out with 2 outs. Buck Daniels steps in. He's 3 for 3 with 3 singles.
They can't get the ball past this teenage kid, Pete. First pitch to Daniel in there for a strike. 94 miles an hour on the count. Now he's confident. Whoa! Backs him out of the box. Doesn't scare him. Swinging bunt right out in front, fair ball, 3 down.
Yeah, they finally put him down. But we're going to head to the bottom of the 5th. It's still Ramblers 5, Crocodons 1. Norm Phenomenal 0 for 1. Hoots Guerrero 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And Brock Hudson 0 for 1. Mitch Berry at 59 pitches with 4 strikeouts, giving up 3 hits. ZRA's down to a 5.0. Norm Phenomenal is tense but fit. He's 0 for 1 today.
All right, Mitchell Berry's still got good gas in the tank. 60 pitches, bottom of the 5th. He'll make it through this and probably the next inning. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Maybe he can go 7. You never know. To Norm Fenomeno. Great hitting pitcher, although tense right now. Good power. So he could bring him within 3. That one comes high up and in, but misses ball 1. We've now 1 apiece. Beautiful afternoon for baseball. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 1-2. Mitchell Berry, the rally stopper. He's got his ERA down to a 5 already. That ball misses ball 1. 10 Ks.
Oh, no.
Curveball on the ground. Hector Clements dives over to his left. He's going to toss it to Mitch, who covers the bag. And Phenomenal thought he had a single, and he was pretty upset when he found out he was out by the time he got there. Hoots Guerrero, third baseman for the Chicago Cubs. 0 for 1. Going to go 0 for 2 because Mitch Berry's throwing number 65. Right at him. Deep to left field. Buck Daniels back to the wall. Short of the track, waving that off in front of the bullpen for the Crocs. Makes the grab for the second out. Brock Hudson's turn. Boy, it's tough to be a Croc fan here against these Ramblers. Just go get a hot dog. Here's the pitch. Breaker misses outside ball 1. 1 no count. Bottom 5th, 5-1 Texas Ramblers. Gets a strike high and in. Now the safety's off. Brock Hudson, the catcher. The Chicago Crocs. Beefy guy behind the plate. Got good power. Hard foul ball. Souvenir to a lucky fan. There you go, lucky fan. Earned that one. 1-2. I'll foul back up here by us. Another lucky fan. He's handing out souvenirs. 1-2. Low pressure situation. Chicago hoping to get back in this thing on the ground. Oh, and
no.
It's a diving shortstop, cannot grab it. But that's going to be okay. Throw it in. They got to get 1. He's super happy with himself. Now you got the big power hitter, Kylan Gilmore, 0 for 2, locked in. You going to say something, Pete?
Yeah, I need to figure out what the kill pitch is. I get him to 2 strikes, and I can't.
Oh, yeah.
I can't get that last pitch past him.
Breaker in there for a strike. The dangerous hitter. Slow runner at first base. No worry about a steal. That one misses high and in. 1 apiece now. 2 outs, bottom of the 5th. Mitch Berry looking to convert. He's going to throw a 73rd pitch here. Oh, misses low and in.
Come on, Mitchell.
2-1. Still got gas in the tank. Still
Oh,
gas in
come
the
on,
tank. That one misses ball. 3-3-1 hitter's pitch to a dangerous guy. Hard foul, third base line. He wanted that one. 3-2. 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th. Everything riding on this pitch. There goes the runner and the strikeout. Way to go.
I'll take it. All right, we're going to go into the top of the 6th. Ramblers 5 runs on 12 hits. Crocodons 1 run on 4 hits. Corbin Hirta 1 for 2 with a walk. Evan Montez 1 for 3 with a double. And Linda Hand 2 for 3. Maurice Brick at 83 pitches with 2 strikeouts, 2 walks, giving up 12 hits. Corbin Hirta, the center fielder, is locked in and fit. He's 1 for 2 with a single and a walk today. Corbin Hirta, first pitch outside ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. That's outside ball 2. Well, high ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. That's way inside ball 3. Almost hit Hirta. There's a shot. That's a fly ball in the center field. That'll drop in front of Razzie Dazzler for a single. So 1 out with no outs in the top of the 6th, and in steps Evan Montez.
Locked in. Only 1 for 3 today, but still hitting .478 with 4 home runs, 6 RBIs. Oh, and there he goes. Okay, Morris Brick's gonna have a seat. They're gonna bring in the B-ranked starter/reliever Grayson Acosta, number 16, known mostly for his accuracy. Actually known mostly for his velocity, but today's his accuracy's better. He's got not much junk at all. He gets ahead. He's got a elite cut finger. He's got a 4.15 ERA, an 0.92 whip, and 5 strikeouts on the season. He's mostly rested. Throws the forefinger to cut finger, mixes it up with a curveball and a fork pitch. That's kind of a strange repertoire. It's gonna be hard to see what he pitches here. First pitch, early swing,
Pete.
foul ball. 0-1 the count. Second pitch swings at a bad one outside. 0-2. There goes the runner. He swings at another bad pitch. High. Fouled back. 0-2 still. Corbin Huerta holds at first. Swinging at everything now. Fouled back off.
I got to protect.
There goes
anything
the
close.
Oh, they get him. Oh, and Corbin got a good lead off there, I thought, but he was tagged out. Ball 2. Pitch count going up, though. Good patience. There's one right past the mound between his legs into center field, and he gets on. Doesn't advance any runners because nobody there yet, but Evan Montez, 2 for 5.
Yep, and in steps Linda Hand, the right fielder. She's neutral and fit. 2 for 3 with 2 singles and 2 RBIs. Evan Montez at first base has better than average speed. Linda Hand squares around a bunt. That one's low, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. That one's fouled off, out of play. 1-2. That's outside, ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. There's a shot. That's going to be into. And another sliding catch by the center fielder for the second out. Oh, my gosh. You can't fault the Crocodon defense. No. Enoch Hughes going to step into the batter's box. 2 for 3.
Yep, double, a single, and an RBI. Faster than average runner at first base. 2 outs, top of the 6th. First pitch in there for strike, all on the count. He's looking at first, but not going. The catcher's got that one ball, misses ball 1-1 another. Catcher's got a real good arm today. So we got to keep I always forget about that. 2-1 now to Enoch Hughes. Low and away, ball 3, 3-1, hitter's pitch. He's running. Oh, right in the face. And then he's going to take him out. He makes it. Oh, the injury. He looks like he's getting up, though. That's the second time we've seen a pitcher taken out in 2 days, Pete.
Yeah, this is a dangerous sport. Kenny Bernal, the catcher, steps in. He's 0 for 2. Grayson Acosta, a very short appearance by Grayson Acosta. They're going to have to bring in Josiah Wolf. Josiah Wolf with better than average velocity, poor junk, and about average accuracy. He's neutral and fit. He's got a 4.91 ERA, a 1.64 whip with no strikeouts. He's got the stimulated trait. He throws a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and a changeup. And that stimulated trait is a 10% chance of a plus fitness becoming juiced for the final 2.5 innings. So, all right. So, Wolf
PB&J
in pitching. First pitch to Bernal's in there for a called strike. Strike 1. Swing at him, miss. Strike 2. And he's in the hole now. No balls, 2 strikes. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. That's outside, ball 1. 1-2. There's a shot. That's into center field. And the Razzie Dazzler's there. She'll make the catch for the 3rd out. And we're going to head into the bottom of the 6th. Ramblers 5. Crocs 1. Lane Drive 1 for 2 with a strikeout. Razzie Dazzler 0 for 2 with a strikeout. And Rip Dinger's 1 for 2 with a double. Mitch Berry at 76 pitches with 5 strikeouts, giving up 4 hits. His ERA is down to a 4.5. Lane Drive 1 for 2 with a single.
All right. Hope to get Mitch Berry out of this inning here, Pete.
He's locked in and juiced. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Lane Drive, the Crocodon first baseman. Berry throwing his 78th pitch. Outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody on, nobody out. Bottom of the 6th. Ramblers with a 4-run lead. There's a roller to Noah McLean. He's going to pick that up, double pump, make the throw to Hector Clements at first for the 1st out. 1 up, 1 down, and in steps Razzie Dazzler. Yeah, this would be great if we could go 3 up, 3 down, and then we'll bring in a reliever in the next inning. Razzie Dazzler, the center fielder. Mitch Berry deals low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. That's in there for a called strike. That'll even the count 1-1. Berry with a big sneeze. I'm happy to see our pitching staff kind of responding here in the last 2 games. That one's fouled straight back over the backstop. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Razzie Dazzler with that tough out attribute. That one's high, ball 2. And that evens the count 2-2.
No.
There's a shot. Yeah. And there's a diving catch by Noah McLean for the second out. A line drive off the bat of Razzie Dazzler. Rip Dinger's 1 for 2 with a double and an RBI. So Dinger's contributing the only run the Crocodons have. He's hitting .333. First pitch, high, ball 1. Rip Dinger's the Crocodon third baseman. Another sneeze from Mitch Berry. If he can retire Dingers, I think he'll be happy to take a seat on the bench. That one's fouled off along the third baseline. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, nobody on. Swing and a miss, strike 2 on a pitch that was way outside. Berry got him to chase, and now Berry's in control. There's a roller that's going to get up into center field. Hierta will come up firing to second base, and Dinger's standing at first base with 2 outs. In steps Norton Pickle, the shortstop. He's locked in and fit. 1 for 2 with a single today. Norton Pickle playing shortstop for the Crocs. So 1 on with 2 outs. First pitch to Pickle is in there for a called strike. Strike 1. Berry throwing his 90th pitch, and there's a shot into center field, and Corbin Hierta's under it to make it a catch for the third out. We're going to head into the top of the 7th. Ramblers 5, Crocodons 1. Noel McLean 2 for 3 with a home run. Hector Clements 1 for 3, and Swindle Heath 0 for 2 with a walk and 2 strikeouts. Josiah Wolf threw 4 pitches, and his ERA is at a 4.5. Noel McLean, the shortstop, 2 for 3, a home run, a single, and an RBI. This guy is starting to turn it on here, Tommy.
First pitch to No. Oh, hard liner third base. Misses, foul ball, 1 count. That one outside misses, ball 1, Runa 1 apiece. Top of the 7th, 5-1 Texas Ramblers. That drifts in there for a strike. 1 and 2, got him in the hole. Reaches out, hits one on the ground. The second base phenomenal picks 1 throw over the first, 1 down.
Yep, in steps Hector Clements, the first baseman. Clements 1 for 3 with a single and an RBI. Batting .333 on the season with an RBI, which came today. 1 out, nobody on. There's a roller back to Wolf. Who's going to pick that up, make the throw to lane drive over at first for the second out. So 2 up, 2 down. And in steps Swindle Heath.
Swindle Heath 0 for 2. A whack. Likes pitches outside. Nobody on the bases. 2 outs, top of the 7th. That one inside, strike 1. 96 miles an hour over the count. The second one, strike 2. Gonna go for three straight strikes. Foul ball, first base line. Still 0 2 to Swindle Heath. Liner past the mound, past second base and into center field. Swindle Heath's gonna get it on and get a nice single, Pete. Way to go. Maybe a little late, but he got it.
Yeah. 2 out single, and in steps Buck Daniel, the left fielder. He's 3 for 4 with 3 singles. Come on, Buck. 1 on, 2 outs, top of the 7th. That one's over the outside corner for a called strike. Strike 1. That one's low, ball 1. That evens count. 1 ball, 1 strike to Buck Daniel. There's a shot that's going to get into right center field. And that's going to bring him around. He's going to slide in for a double. So Buck Daniel with a double. Swindle Heath standing at third with 2 outs. Corbin Hierta coming up.
Locked in 2 for 2 singles and a walk. Pressure way up, a power hitter. It could do a home run. There. Oh, he got under it. Popped it straight up. The center field. Razzie makes catch.
Yeah. Gosh darn it. Going down into to the bottom of the 7th. Ramblers 5, Crocs 1. Nolan Samplemore 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Norm Phenomenal 0 for 2. And Hoots Guerrero 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Mitch Berry at 90 pitches with 5 strikeouts, giving up 5 hits. His ERA is at a 4.09. Nolan Samplemore, the left fielder, is tense but fit. He's 0 for 2 today, hitting 154.
Maybe he'll go a little bit longer and let the reliever come in next inning. I mean, we could see.
He's locked in and juiced, so let's see.
Nolan Samplemore's tense. First pitch on the ground to Montez. That's going to bare hands at 1 punt throw to first. 1 pitch, 1 out. It's a good pace. We want to get him out of this inning. A-Reg, second base. Norm Phenomenal, starter / reliever, but playing second base. Rattled though. Pressure climbing up though here. Chicago got 1 on the board. They need 4 more to tie. Curveball fouled back by us. Souvenir behind the plate. 0-1 the count.
Oh no.
It's Mitch Berry day here at Whacker Wheel. That one, third base line, foul ball. 0-2. Fouls it hard back off the post. Ringing the bell. Ding. Still 0-2 with 1 out. Number 49 gets a signal, winds it, throws it. Oh, it drifts a little high. Ball 1. 1-2 now the count. Mitch Berry still locked in. What a great day. Another no-pitch strikeout. Mitch Berry just... we haven't seen an outing like this from him since deep last season, I don't think. Hoots Guerrero 0 for 2 on the day. Looks like the Ramblers are firing all cylinders. You can see Berry breathing a little bit, though, between pitches. He's getting a little winded. That one misses low and away. 1-0. This will be his last inning. They can go have a shower. Oh, this is inside 2-0. The Hoots.
Oh, no.
That one, this is outside ball 3. 3-0. Going to throw his 100th pitch. It's been a long time since Mitch Berry threw 100 pitches and did something about it. And he walked the batter. Maybe it. Yeah. I wanted to get him out of the inning, but if he's losing the mark here, he's not gassed yet though. Brock's 1 for something. He's locked in. But yeah, it looks like you can see Mitch Berry's breathing heavy there. We'll give him a rest. We'll keep his ERA down. It's at a 3.86. So Skipper's pointing over the bullpen, and he's decided to pick Kingston Black. Kingston Black, well rested, B-rank reliever, number 40, has pitched once this season already. I think he's mostly for velocity, but he's good right down the middle. Good chunk, good accuracy. 13.50 here. He wants to whittle down a 2.50 whip. 2 strikeouts on the year. He's looking for number 3. He throws a 4-finger, 2-finger, and then he pulls it way back with that changeup. So now on the mound for the Texas Ramblers, Kingston Black from I forget where in Northern California. Wild thrower, first pitcher right in there for a strike. The Brock Hudson, the locked-in catcher. Chicago Crocs. You got an average speed runner at first base. That's into right field, and that's caught by Linda Hand for the 3rd out piece. Nice catch, Linda.
Yes, very good. Going into the top of the 8th, Ramblers 5, Crocodons 1. Evan Montez 2 for 4 with a double. Linda Hand 2 for 4, and Enoch Hugh 3 for 4 with a double. Josiah Wolf at 17 pitches, giving up 2 hits. His ERA is at a 3.6. Evan Montez, the second baseman's locked in and fit. He's 2 for 4 with a double and a single. He is a mind gamer. First pitch from Josiah Wolf catches the outside corner. That's generous. Strike 1. That one's inside ball 1. That evens the count 1-1. Montez gets enough of that to push a foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one's low, ball 2. Evening up 2-2. There's a shot. That's and Dingers lays out and is able to corral it and make the throw for the first out. So a great play by the third baseman Dingers. Linda Hand, the right fielder, steps in 2 for 4 with 2 singles and 2 RBIs.
That's why Chicago picked him up. Josiah Wolf's coming out. They're going to bring in Ricky McFarland. I thought Ricky McFarland used to pitch for St. Louis, but I don't know. Maybe he's always been here. McFarland B+ ranked closer. So they're bringing in closer in the top of the 8th. Known mostly for his junk. Got great junk. He's got good velocity and fair accuracy. He's a specialist. So he works well against other... What does he throw? I can't tell. Oh, it doesn't say. Anyway.
For same.
Well, no, I just meant like... What does he throw, right or left? Oh, he throws left. I'm sorry. So he goes good against left-handed pitchers. I'm sorry. That took a long time to say that. He's mostly well-rested. Throws a 4-finger, mixes it up with the slider with the pressure up here in the top of the 8th. Crocs are hoping McFarland could clamp down, and instead he gives up a hit on his first pitch. That's into center field, and he's going to make it on, or she's going to make it on.
The third baseman, number 13.
1 on with no outs, and then steps Enoch Hugh, the third baseman, 3 for 4, a double, 2 singles, and an RBI. Enoch having a good day. There's 1 out. I'm sorry, I said no outs, so 1 out with 1 out. An overhand shot, that's going to go, and that's going to get caught by the left fielder, Samplemore. He pulls it in and makes the throw in. So Linda Hand has to stay at first. So 2 outs, runner at first base. In steps Kenny Bernal.
Wasn't going to go for it, but pitched it right at the reticle. Kenny Bernal 0 for 3 unusually. And hits a home run right center field. That's out of here, Pete. Oh, my gosh. Oh, Kenneth Bernal. My buddy, my cigar-smoking buddy. That goes out in right center field. It goes 413 feet. It's his first home run and third RBI of the season, Pete. And Ken Bernal just basically puts this thing away. It's now 7-1.
Noah McLean, the shortstop, steps in. He's 2 for 4, a home run, a single, and an RBI. Yeah, like you said, 7-1, 2 outs, nobody on, top of the 8th. First pitch to McLean's outside, ball 1. There's a shot, and that's in the air into center field. Does it have enough? Back to the wall. No, Razzie Dazzler makes the catch on the warning track for the 3rd out. We're going to head into the bottom of the 8th. Ramblers 7, Crocs 1, Kylan Gilmore 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Lane Drive 1 for 3 with a strikeout. Razzie Dazzler 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Kingston Black threw 2 pitches. His ERA is down to 11.57. Kylan Gilmore, the right fielder, neutral and fit, 0 for 3 today. He's an RBI 0 and a base rounder. Increased running speed while rounding a base. So 7-1. First pitch is in there for called strike. Strike 1. Kingston Black on the mound. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And now Kylan Gilmore is in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes. Black delivers inside, ball 1. Kylan Gilmore, the right fielder, facing off against Kingston Black. Allen's high, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the Crocodons have released the allergen. 2-2. That's in there for called 3rd strike, and down goes Kylan Gilmore. That'll be a big boost to Kingston Black. Lane Drive, the first baseman. She's 1 for 3 with a single. She's a mind gamer. And Kingston Black now throwing his 8th pitch to Lane Drive. That's outside, ball 1. A 1 ball, no strikes. That's over the outside corner for a called strike. That evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Bottom of the 8th. Nobody on. That one's popped up in foul territory. That's going to be over the backstop for strike 2. Drive now behind in the count. There's a roller, and that's the key. Kingston Black will pick it up and make the throw to Hector Clements over at first for the 2nd out. 2 up, 2 down. In steps Razzie Dazzler, the center fielder. She's 0 for 3 today. Very uncharacteristic. 0 for 3 for Razzie Dazzler. The first pitch from Kingston Black is fouled off along the 3rd baseline. Strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Oh, that's a ball. I don't know about that, ump. 1 ball, 1 strike to Dazzler. Swing and a miss, strike 2, and now Razzie Dazzler is behind in the count. 1-2. She is a tough out. Oh, just inside, ball 2. That evens the count up, 2-2. Oh, that's outside, ball 2. She almost went for it. Full count now to Razzie Dazzler. 3 balls, 2 strikes. That's high, ball 4. And Kingston Black not happy with that situation, but Rip Dingers, the 3rd baseman, he's 2 for 3 with a double, a single, and an RBI. Contributed the only run that the Crocodons have. So 1 on with 2 outs. First pitch to Dingers is in there for a called strike. He was content to let that go. Swing and a miss, strike 2. He got out in front of that one, and now Kingston Black in the driver's seat. Whoa, throw over to first. And Razzie Dazzler's back, but Clements dropped the ball. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Down goes Rip Dingers, another feather in Kingston Black's hat. And we're going into the top of the 9th. Ramblers 7 runs on 19 hits. The Crocs 1 run on 5 hits. Hector Clements 1 for 4. Swindle Heath 1 for 3 with a walk and 2 strikeouts. Buck Daniel 4 for 5 with a double.
The first baseman,
Ricky McFarland has thrown some pitches. Hector Clements, the first baseman's 1 for 4 with a single and an RBI. A single and an RBI.
Ricky throws a curveball. It's a right to first base. And try picks it up. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Got a little lag there. Swindle Heath, the designated hitter's neutral and fit. He's 1 for 3 with a single and a walk. Come on, Swindell. Ricky McFarland, the specialist. That's in there for a called strike. Strike 1. There's a fly ball to Phenomeno at second base. He'll make the catch for the 2nd out. 2 up, 2 down, and in steps Buck Daniel.
Buck Daniel's one of the stars of today's game, guaranteed. I think it was like 4 for 5 or something like that, 3 for 4. 2 outs. Well, that breaker makes it back in. Nice pitch. 0-1 the count. Safety off. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Ricky McFarland toying with him. 3-pitch strikeout.
That was ugly. We're going to go into the bottom of the ninth now. It's Ramblers 7, Crocs 1. Norton Pickle 1 for 3. Nolan Samplemore 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Norman Phenomenal 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Black at 20 pitches with 2 strikeouts, giving up a walk. His ERA is down to an 8.1.
Number 11, Norton.
Let's put it away, Kingston.
Norton Pickle, the distractor, 1 for 3 on the day. Got one more half an inning left. Bottom of the ninth, 7-1 Texas Ramblers. Low pressure situation. A lot of fans already left. The ones who paid money for the good seats are still here. Although still a lot of fans in this building. Great fans here in Chicago. That one misses inside. Check swing. It makes it in. 0-1. I'm sorry. Hard foul back off the net. 2 strikes against Norton Pickle, the shortstop, hoping to put him away. He's got a 400 average, though. But he's locked in, so you got to be careful. That's hit out in the left field. It's going to be foul. Nope. Oh, no, it's fair. Okay, it's a diving stop by whoever we have in left field. Who do we have out there? Buck Daniel. Okay, Buck Daniel makes a nice play to stop it, but can't get it. He's safe at first. Nolan Samplemore 0 for 3. Faster than average runner at first base. I didn't see what his trait was. But we got a great arm behind the plate in Ken Bernal, so don't have to worry. 24th pitch. In there for a strike. Change up 0-1 the count. Hoping for that double play ball. 25th pitch. Anticipates the mid-count fastball, but it misses outside. Well, no, he goes to first base. Hector Clements gets him down. Safe. 1 apiece now. Swing and miss. Strike 2. 1-2. Got him in a hole. This is where we were just recently here. Hard foul. Whoa. Third base line. Souvenir. The tense Nolan Samplemore. There it is. Whistles in for a strike. Another strikeout. Oh, man. He's lining him up. He looked great on the mound, Kingston Black. 1 down, 2 to go. Norm Phenomenal. The rattled over 3. Will he bat? He will. Distractor at first base, making it hard for Kingston Black to throw. But that double play would end this game. Instead, it's a foul ball. Hard, high foul ball first base line. Souvenir. Fans still want him to do something. Get some more runs on. Hard foul back behind the wall. 1 more to go against Phenomeno. Playing second base today for Chicago. He's a utility player, almost. He's a two-way infielder is what he is. Pitch misses inside. Ball. 1 and 2. Over to first base. Gets the runner down. Norton Pickle down in the dirt. Here he comes. Swinging and missed outside corner. Strike 3. Another K. He's just racking up the Ks. Ken Bernal loves it. And we got 1 more to go, Pete. Hoots Guerrero 0 for 2 with a walk. More power than contact, but good contact. Got the distractor over there at first base. Saying stuff about Kingston Black. Change up right in there for strike. 0 the count. 1 more out, and the Ramblers swinging with strike 2. 1 more strike, and the Ramblers take their 6th win against the Chicago Crocs. 2nd in a row. Oh, just misses outside ball. 1-2 the count. Kingston Black locked in, looking good. 36 pitch coming up right here. Popped up. Evan Montez is going to run back. He sees that in the shade. Grabs the ball, and again, Evan Montez closes it out. Pete, and the Ramblers take 2 in Chicago.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Woo! That was a good one. And another good game. Again, we're not doing it with the long ball so much. Not that we're not hitting them, but yeah, a lot of just moving players around. Good going. Good
a lot of
hitting.
Offense. Yeah, a lot of offense, and again, the pitching, too. The pitching was there.
I'm really glad to see that. Like I said, we picked up Lad Bradwick and Mitch Berry last season. They did not look good at all. Yeah. There was some conversation of maybe even letting them go. Mitch Berry's like my pet project. Tommy likes Snow McLean. I've got a thing for Mitch Berry, but he has not looked good. I got to be honest, he has not looked good anytime he's come out. So I was hoping after we saw what Lad Bradwick did that the Mitch Berry could come out and have a good game, and he did. Kingston Black, we saw when he came in, what was his ERA? It was like 18 or something like that. So we have a good bullpen. It's not great. They're not superstars, but we don't have anybody that's lower than a B.
No,
or maybe a B minus. Everybody's about. So we should have a pretty decent rotation in bullpen. And I think it's starting to pay off, Tom.
I think you're right, man. Well, Ramblers came out again, did it first, got 1 run in the top of the first. The Crocs answered right back in the bottom first, tied it up. But then Ramblers said, "Oh no, you didn't," and they got one more in the second. It was quiet in the third. They got two more in the fourth, one in the fifth. Quiet two more times. They said, "Well, if you're not gonna do anything else, we're gonna get two more in the eighth." Ramblers get 7 runs on 19 hits, huge offense. Crocs get just 1 run on 6 hits. Again, I'll cover the Ramblers because we've been on the road for a half dozen games. Buck Daniel, 4 for 6 with a run and 1 strikeout. He's hitting .429 on the season. Corbin Huerta goes 2 for 4 with a walk. He's hitting .500 on the season. Look at these batting averages. Do we go up to 59? I don't know on our difficulty. Evan Montez goes 2 for 5 with a run. He's hitting .480. Linda Hand 3 for 5 with a run, 2 RBIs. She's hitting .429. Enoch Hugh 3 for 5 with an RBI. He's hitting .357. Ken Bernal 1 for 4 with 2 runs, a home run, 2 RBIs. A great home run, .381. Noah McLean 2 for 5 with a run, home run, RBI, hitting .357. And the only player not hitting, the only player not hitting the 300s, Hector Clements goes 1 for 5 with an RBI. He's hitting .200. Swindle Heath 1 for 4 with a run, a walk, and 2 strikeouts and hitting .333.
Yeah, and over there for the Crocodons, Kylan Gilmore goes 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. Lane Drive 1 for 4. She scored a run, but she struck out once. Razzie Dazzler, this is the big one. They really miss her bat when she's not hitting. Razzie Dazzler 0 for 3. She walked once and struck out once. Rip Dingers goes 2 for 4 with an RBI, and he struck out once. Norton Pickles, 2 for 4. Norton Samplemore, 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. Norm Phenomenal, he's another one. Phenomenal has punished us in the past. He is really, he's been very productive against us. The last 2 games he was 0 for 4 tonight with 2 strikeouts. Hoots Guerrero 0 for 3. He did walk once and he struck out once, and then Hudson came in 1 for 3, and that's it. And like you say, this is just not the homestand that these Crocodons were hoping to have.
No, it wasn't. Let's see here. When you look at pitching, Mitch Berry comes in and gets a hard-fought, well-deserved win. He throws 6 2/3 innings, gives up 5 hits. It's less than a hit an inning, gives up 1 earned run. For those of you who are slow on the math, 1 ball, or walks 1 batter, gets 6 strikeouts, 1 in an inning. Again, ERA 3.86 now, and he's 1-0 on the season. Kingston Black comes in, doesn't get a save or anything like that, but he throws 2 1/3 innings, gives up just 1 hit. There's just 1 hit, walks 1 batter, strikes out 4 of them. His ERA is down to a 6.23.
Remember, address those letters to Tommy G.
Yeah.
And for the Crocs, Maurice Brick, I believe that was his name. Maurice was he'll get the loss. Pitched 5 innings, gave up 13 hits, 5 earned runs, walked 2, struck out 2, gave up a home run. His ERA is at a 12.96. His record will fall to 0-1, and he's off to a very tough start. Acosta came in, only saw 2/3 of an inning, and gave up 2 hits, one of which put him out of the game. And it was a comebacker, hit him in the face, and he was done. He's got an ERA of 3.86, no record as of yet. And then you got Josiah Wolf came in, pitched an inning and 2/3, gave up 2 hits. His ERA is at a 3.38, and his record will remain 1 win, no losses, no saves. And then Ricky McFarland came in, the closer, and he pitched an inning and 2/3, gave up 2 hits, 2 earned runs, a strikeout, and a home run. His ERA is at 6.75, and he's got no record so far. Wow. 3 stars of the game. Number 1, Tom, is good old number 49, the starting pitcher who seems like he's moving into his own a little bit. Mitch Berry pitched 6 2/3 innings, gave up 5 hits, an earned run, walked 1, and struck out 6.
Yeah, well, that's pretty great. I was surprised not to see the kid up there, the 19-year-old. I mean, as well as he didn't even make the top 3. Number 35, B-ranked catcher Ken Bernal, my friend, gets the 2nd star of the game. He's he only just went 1 for 4, but the one was a home run, 2 RBIs, 2 runs because it was a 2-run home run. Way to go, Kenny! And
then rounding out the top 3, number 63, which is my number. That's the number whenever I play sports games, and I make myself, that's my number, 63. Good old Linda Hand, the right fielder. She was 3 for 5 today, got picked up 2 RBIs, and she scored a run.
All right.
Tommy G had 9 hits, 1 home run, 2 RBIs, 2 great catches, 4 strikeouts for a contribution of 44%. Pete J with 10 hits, 1 home run, 5 RBIs, 1 great catch, 6 strikeouts, and a contribution of 56%.
Oh, well done, man. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy with my stats. I think that looks good. You just killed it. 5 RBIs.
I'm surprised at that.
Yeah.
Well, that's a team effort, though. I mean, because the RBI isn't just about hitting; it's also the base running. So you get. I'll give you like a 5% credit for each of the RBI.
All right. Well, that was a very good road stand because we ended up in first place, and then great 2 winning games in Chicago. Manager moment. Somebody has to get the parking spaces. Going to be. So we're going to drop loyalty on Kingston Black or Tobias Glover. It's got to be Tobias, right?
Yeah, he's at 99.
Take him down a peg. Now he's not happy there. Who's on shower drain? Okay, whatever. So we got to take loyalty down again. It'll be the spread. We got to take it from Swindle. He's got 99.
Yeah.
Which is a shame, but he's at 83. That's pretty good. All right. Oh, yeah, so what a road stint, huh?
Yeah, that was good stuff. We, like you said, we put ourselves, our closest competitor in the division, we put some room between them. We also took the season series. I mean, we do have one more game with them later this season in the Corral. But, we take it at two out of 3 games. So hopefully we could sweep them. And that's the whole thing is if we can split with the Moose. Well, actually, we're going to be at home, so we're going to try and win both of those.
Yeah.
And if we could just keep beating the guys in our division, Mitch, that's going to help us out.
Yeah.
Towards the playoffs.
I mean, this is now the good news is we come home finally. We have our home opener against the Jacks. We play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 straight home games. We're going to be back in Texas for over a month. So it'll be nice to be home. Unfortunately, man, like you said, we're facing the hottest team in the league with Glover versus Cardenas. So far the Jacks. I'm considering watching the Jacks next game to see if they can make it 6-0. And then so that'll be tough. And then then the Moose in town for 2. That's big. Herbivores, I don't know. I think they're doing well. So it'll be a tough homestand.
Yeah. The great thing is we'll be able to sleep in our own beds. That's the big thing.
Yeah.
But, we got to keep working hard. We put ourselves now 2 games above the Crocodons and the Moose and the Wildcats. Actually, they're all 3 of them are knotted up for second place. So, it's going to be tough. Nobody said it'd be easy.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they got a -6 run. I guess we should beat them too. I mean, I guess we should be winning our games here. We're kind of, at least right now, we're the standout. But if things change, we get streaky sometimes. At least in the last season, we were streaky. So we want to be careful about that. But so I guess pretty happy. Good road trip. It would be good to be coming home, and looking forward to it. I guess we'll see you guys back in Dallas, Texas. Until then, this is Tommy G.
And this is Pete J. And we're saying, get out of here.